was on flight 326 from Paris to LAX on April 13th.
But I was coming to Los Angeles from Istanbul with a connection in Paris.
To LAX from Paris.
There was some sort of commotion on the plane, especially on the right side of the plane where I was sitting. There was a lot of chatter, and then it kept getting louder, which was really annoying to me because I was trying to sleep.
I was one of the first to see it because I slid my window cover open. They kept telling us to keep them closed, but, you know, whatever.
I gave up on sleeping because my husband opened up the window cover and let all this light in. I asked him what he was doing, but there was no reply. He was just kept staring out that window. Maddie, he said, look over here. And so I leaned over and I saw it.
The shape was all lines and angles, like something that could never take to the air.
Whatever it was, it had windows and you could see into them.
We couldn't tell what they looked like. All we could see was movement across the windows.
There were things in there.
It was not any machinery there. There were beings inside that craft.
That's when someone on the plane screamed.
Then our descent into Los Angeles began, and the craft disappeared.
The Arab guy next to me leaned over and told me that he wouldn't say anything about this to anyone. And I thought that was a good idea. You know, people around us were just jabbering on and on about it. We just kept saying we were asleep. You know, they're not sending me to some brainwash camp. Fuck that.
On my flight 2 years ago, I told someone I was flying to New York from Egypt. I got selected for a random 5-hour security check after I landed. I cannot imagine how long they would detain you if you told them you saw something like that.
So we quietly got through customs and got our bags, and we went into a cafe to have a drink. And then a couple that we knew from the plane came and sat at a table across from us, and my husband leaned over and he said, "What did you think about the UFO?" And they looked at us like we were crazy, and then he started laughing. They didn't remember. They thought it was a joke, and they were humoring us. Well, I felt sick. I mean, literally, to my stomach. I know that they both saw that craft because I heard that woman scream when it came closer and closer to our plane. I told my husband we needed to find some place where we could share this story. And that's when we discovered Watch.
I've heard of Watch before, but I always thought it was a joke.